Hello. Alright. Alright, what's going on, people? This is the TheAireaidLord. I hope my voice isn't too loud. It's been a while since I've done a gaming update, let alone a gaming update with the mic. I've usually tried to do them with the camera, but too much of a hassle. The last time I used the camera was for the Destiny review, but I used my roommate's tripod. I use my camera, but I use his tripod, but because I didn't bring my tripod with me to college, but it is alright. You do what you have to. Anyway, this is a gaming update for the magical date of September 29th, 2014. September is just about over, if you can believe it, and I wanted to slip in a gaming update in there just to kind of let you guys know what's going on the channel, because we have some interesting things coming up, if you can believe it. Nothing too consistent, unless you consider a weekly thing consistent. But it's really just going to be taking two different hobbies, that I do off of YouTube and combining them with something interesting. You'll understand what I mean in a little bit. But I don't even think, let me check my video manager page right here because I'm on my computer right now. Let us check. So, the last gaming update the last gaming update was before. Yeah, I made that final vlog. If you guys remember, I did the Times Are A-Changing, the final TheAireaid vlog, which got... let me just say thank you to everyone who positively responded to that video in any way, shape, or form. I do appreciate it. It's nice to know that so many people like to know what I'm doing, whether it's on YouTube or in the real world. In this case, with me in college, so I really appreciate that, so I just want to say thank you in that regard. The video has about 500 views, so, again, thank you for that. It means a lot. It means a lot, whether those people are fans of my channel, or whether those people came from Darkside Phil's page, whether they're fans or people that don't like Phil. That's okay. I'm friends with people on both sides of that argument, as people would call it on Twitter. So I like to make friends on all sides, I don't really support anything in that debate, and I don't really think about it that much these days. If you guys are wondering, I am very busy with college life, and I'm very happy to be saying that because these are the best 4 years of your life, as many people say. College is the experience, and I'm living with a lot of close friends, people that I've made friends with over the year. And I'm very good friends with these people, and it's amazing being able to hang out with them. Some of them I've done gameplay footage with, and some of them have just, hung out with me, and it's just lots of cool stuff, lots and lots of fun stuff. Obviously stories that really aren't, that pertinent to a gaming update. Maybe if I were to have some, fan mail thing, or maybe, something in the future where I tell you guys some crazy college stories, but not right now. I kind of just want to make this video just to give you guys an update, because there are some cool little projects coming up, and I do want to mention to you when they're happening, because when they happened way back, people were interested in them, and I'm hoping that people are still interested for what's coming up. So, without beating around the bush, because I know I am beating around the bush, because I haven't done a gaming update in a while. So basically, let's wind the clocks back to when I made that video, the vlog about the times are a-changin'. I'm not going to be on the channel that much, because right after I made that video, I basically uploaded the entire Halo Reach campaign on heroic difficulty. Now, this was from my son. I had taken that footage before making that vlog. I explained that in that video. All of that Halo Reach footage was taken like days before. It was just archived on my computer, and I simply uploaded it whenever I saw fit. And I wanted to do it before. I wanted to upload it before the new game came out, which was Destiny. Wanted to do it before Destiny because obviously once Destiny came out, there was such hype for that game. I didn't want anything old to kind of overlap into that. So that was up. I don't know if anyone noticed this on my YouTube channel, but I also uploaded a pretty crazy video. It's called The Real George W. Bush ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. And I mean, I don't really know where to begin in explaining what that video is. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I can't guarantee that you'll like it because the video has 3 likes and 6 dislikes. Apparently I pissed off some Republicans. But, basically, the video is George Bush doing the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. And I took that and I made like a remix of it. Because my friends and I thought that his reaction to getting cold water poured on him was funny. So I just made a montage, and then I took another video, which is like some meme thing, something that's been spreading over YouTube that people think is funny, and I threw it together with the George Bush thing, and I made this stupid fucking video, and it wasn't for anything really for my YouTube channel. I made that video simply because my friends wanted me to make it, okay? That was the only reason I made that video. My friends, we all were kind of, this was like an inside joke in our house, and we wanted to make this video, and I said, you know what? I still got Sony Vegas, I've got my editing skills, I've edited so many videos before for my YouTube channel, why don't I just hack this together? And it really didn't take that long. I threw a couple clips together, and then I made it. So, yeah, it made my friends laugh at the very least, and it got about 300 views, so whatever. At the end of the day, it wasn't for anything other than just a little entertainment, and that was what it was. So, there was that video, and then there was all of the Halo Reach stuff, which there were 9 videos total of that. They're in a playlist. The clips are a bit long. It's about 30 minutes per video. Thankfully, I do have a lot of Halo experience, so I was able to beat this fairly quickly on Heroic. I was rushing. If you check out the Halo Reach footage, the campaign that I uploaded, you'll notice that I was kind of rushing through it. Because I had like no time. Literally, I had like 1 day to beat it before I went to college that next day, and I wanted it to be, those were the 3 games I promised. I promised Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, and Halo Reach as the 3 classic campaign games that I wanted to do over the summer of 2014. It was a last-minute thing. Also, Just Cause 2 got thrown in there last minute, which kind of took a while for me to freaking beat. I did eventually beat it. But, yeah, so I wanted to get Halo Reach completed, so that was that. And then, let's see what else I'm looking at here. Jack 2 tutorial video. Oh, the Whistleblower DLC. If any of you guys remember back in February, I did the Outlast game with my roommate Jack. And literally the first or second weekend we were at college, I said, you know what, Jack? The Whistleblower DLC came out in May. We've been away all summer. Let's do it. The Outlast playthrough was successful. Let's add our commentary and go in for a scary treat. And what a treat it was. There was some pretty crazy stuff in this DLC. Some areas that you saw in the first game. Some nudity, which was a little over the top if you ask me. But, so that is a playthrough of 7 videos. The Whistleblower DLC that I did with Jack. 7 videos. And it's me and him kind of just joking around. It was actually a pretty short DLC, so I know that game was kind of old, but we wanted to finish it because we did the original, and we wanted to basically just finish it up because we had it lingering. I did want to do it. I had downloaded it all the way back in May, and I kind of wanted to do it with him. So, hold on a second. Blow my nose. Oh, yes. Casually blowing my nose. Oh boy. Alright. So that was Outlast. And then, here it comes, the big game of September. Last year it was Grand Theft Auto 5, and this year it was Destiny. Bungie's game that they've been working on for 4 years. Partnered with Activision. And, yeah. If you ask most people now, people have either sold the game, ranted on the game, hated on the game, or they're still playing the game. I got the game for the PlayStation 4. I did an unboxing video on day of release. The only reason why that was possible was because I had the game shipped to my college P.O. box. That was the only reason I was able to do a day 1 unboxing, okay? And it wasn't much of an unboxing because I got the standard edition of the game. It was just the regular game box. And hold on a sec. I don't want the screen going black for you guys. Anyway, I got the standard edition. Alright, the standard game. I didn't get the Ghost edition or any stupid shit. Last year, I'm going to be quite honest, last year with GTA 5, and I'm going to be a bit honest in this video, and I know, you know, whether or not you guys like this honesty, but this is more honesty for myself, if nothing else. Last year, I kind of was a bit deluded, okay? Now, what I mean by that is that I was obsessed pretty much, like, with GTA 5 coming out in the middle of September. It was the worst possible thing that could have happened, because that was right in the middle of me getting adjusted to college for the first time, and I was trying to, you know, get my classes underway, and having this massive game that I had been hyping for years to come out right in the dead smack middle of September, right in the middle of academic season, was just, it was fucking annoying, because the game was originally supposed to come out in spring of 2013, and I could have easily dedicated myself to it back then when I was doing the countdown to GTA 5, and I had more time. I wasn't in college yet. I was still finishing up high school. I had the time to do it. But nope, they decided to do it when I was in college, and I did a full playthrough of GTA 5, the long campaign, and I dedicated myself to the online mode when that first came out. Like, I basically wanted to be on top of this game as much as possible for a couple of reasons. Number one, I did do the countdown to GTA 5, which was 314 videos of every Grand Theft Auto game, except like one or two, like GTA Advance and the ones for the portable systems. But because the reception from that series was so positive, I wanted to dedicate myself to GTA 5, to having, all the gameplay day of release, even the online mode. I wanted to be dedicated because I was dedicated to the series that led up to it, okay? It only made sense. But for one reason or another, things kind of collapsed last year for many reasons. First of all, the playthrough for GTA 5 was an absolute atrocity. I remember making a series of gaming updates last year, disappointed with the fact that I wasn't getting views. And I remember I got huge amounts of dislikes on all those GTA 5 videos. I got dislikes on my channel, not channel updates, gaming updates that I made. People were pissed because I was complaining about not getting views and not getting this. And yeah, that was completely wrong of me to do. Exactly. Because here I am in college worrying about the status of my YouTube channel when it really doesn't fucking matter. Okay? I was talking about changing things on the channel. I was talking about doing this and that. And it was just like I didn't have a clear vision of what I was supposed to be doing at this academic institution that I'm paying so much money for. I was really trying to sustain this hobby for just like no reason whatsoever, when, my interest in stuff was waning. And the thing is, GTA 5 ended up being a big flop, in my opinion, alright? They fucked up the graphics engine of the game. Like, I don't like the physics engine of GTA 5 compared to GTA 4, and the online mode is boring. Like, I'm level, 75 in the game, and it's just, I have most of the vehicles unlocked, all the helicopters, it's just, I don't care to do it. Like, most of my friends aren't even playing it. Most of my friends are on the PlayStation 4 now. I just don't care to play GTA 5. I just don't give two fucks. Like, it's not a game I care. I go back to GTA 4 more than I go to GTA 5, if that's any perspective for you. Also, we've been promised the heists for over a year now, and they still haven't come out. So, I'm tired of fucking waiting. They've had a whole bunch of free expansions for the game, like 6 or 7. But I don't care. It's just new vehicles and weapons. I don't give a shit about the multiplayer. Like, I haven't played GTA 5 in months, alright? I don't care about the game. I was stupid enough to buy the collector's edition. It was a big mistake on my part. Won't make that mistake again. So, the reason I'm telling you all of this is because I didn't do that with Destiny. I didn't do that with this game, okay? With this game, my roommate had it as well. He bought it with me, and he had his own PlayStation 4. So basically, my thinking was that we were going to play the game together, and that we would just do co-op footage when we were free. When our schedules fit the most, that was when we would do co-op footage. Not, blowing off classes and blowing off this and, making exceptions for social situations. No, I was only going to take footage of this game when I had absolutely nothing to do. When it was a complete open free time for me and I didn't have anything lingering overhead. That was when I was going to do this game, okay? And on day one, I played a little bit, but the other thing that happened, and I don't know if any of you have been following my Twitter. You can follow my Twitter at TheAireaidLord on Twitter. But I was having internet issues with my PlayStation 4. Basically, the way my college works is that you have to register your gaming consoles on the college's Wi-Fi. And you can do it via Ethernet cable, which is easier to do, because I was using the guest wireless network. And for this game, you need a solid internet connection. It's like an always online game, and you always have to be connected to the servers on Activision's end for this game. And because I didn't have a good internet connection, the game was dropping constantly. Like, I had to replay the same level over and over again at some points, and the footage was just like jumbled all over the place. I don't even have a full playthrough of the game on my channel. It's just random strike missions, random missions that I did with different co-op partners. I did a few missions with Phil, actually. There's 3 co-op missions I did with Darkside Phil, and then I did a few with my roommate, a few with his friend. So it's just random footage of the game, to be quite honest. Any Destiny stuff on my channel is random footage. Some of it was me trolling in a loot cave, which people didn't take too kindly to. I apologize about that. Some were of random events, some was of multiplayer. Like, I kind of just threw everything out there that I thought would be interesting. And then the final thing that I put up was a review of Destiny, because I was getting pissed on the game. I had been playing it a little bit, trying to get more loot and legendary gear, and it got to the point where I was just getting frustrated with how the game was set up, how there was a lack of story, and all the things I ranted about in my review. So I made a 29-minute, good old-fashioned camera-style review of Destiny. It's up on my YouTube channel right now. It's been the featured video for about 4 days now. I just haven't had time to put up another video. But, yeah, so that's my review of Destiny. I don't know if, again, there's so many people playing the game right now that my footage is getting brushed under the rug, and I totally accept that. That's exactly what happened with GTA 5 last year. I understand. My channel in no way is big. I'm close to 4,000 subscribers, but I understand completely that it's not realistic to expect big views from my YouTube channel, especially since there's so many goddamn people on YouTube nowadays, and the market for gaming content is oversaturated overall. Okay, so nobody's really doing that great. Okay. So, alright, I just talked for 17 minutes about stuff that I've done over the past couple of weeks, but there's been a lot of stuff going on. I hope you guys stick in here, because there has been a lot of stuff going on. So, let me get a sip of water, actually. My throat is killing me, and I'm going to tell you guys what's coming up. We got some interesting stuff coming up on the channel. I think you guys are going to enjoy it, okay? So, first of all, The Walking Dead Season 5 starts on October 12th in about 2 weeks. If you remember, back in the spring of this year, spring of 2014, the second half of Season 4 of The Walking Dead, I started doing video reviews with my roommate Jack. He and I are really into The Walking Dead, and we decided to do video reviews of it. Now, I had an intro built, and it led up to us just talking with pictures being overlaid. That structure is going to stay the same. However, I'm making a new intro for the Walking Dead series. I'm going to have new music, new pictures. It's going to be a new design for Season 5, so we can get into the theme of this badass season that we've been hyping up at Terminus. So yeah, I love The Walking Dead. I got into it last December, and then I blitzkrieged through the whole series, watched the second half of Season 4, and now I'm into Season 5. So, alright, anyway, sorry, I had to jump cut the video real quick, but anyway, so The Walking Dead, just to get down to it, my roommate and I are going to be doing reviews of The Walking Dead. And it's going to be the same style. It's going to have a new intro, and it's going to have pictures overlaid with it. And we're just going to be, every Sunday, we're going to have a review of The Walking Dead. So, on my YouTube channel, expect a review of The Walking Dead every Sunday. Basically, as soon as the episode ends, we're going to be reviewing it. And then I'm going to be uploading it, just like ASAP, because people who watch these episodes, especially how hyped this season is, they're going to want to know what happens, and they're going to want to have discussions about it. And I definitely want to make my videos a place where people can have that type of discussion. So I'm going to be making the videos and trying to put them up as quick as possible. And hopefully you guys enjoy them when I put them up, okay? And so that's that. In terms of gameplay, I don't know necessarily. In terms of gameplay, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing for gameplay because the only thing right now I can think of is there's a Watch Dogs DLC that came out that I want to do with Jack as well. So we'll do co-op commentary and play that game, play the DLC. Apparently, it takes place after the events of Watch Dogs, so I am interested to see how that pans out. So expect that in terms of new gameplay. Other than that, I don't really know. I know there's a lot of games that are coming out in October and November, and to be quite honest, I'm probably going to be picking and choosing what I'm going to be playing. Anything I don't get to is going to have to be reserved for the winter break when I have more time to do the playthroughs. So, I have like a month winter break, so I won't have classes and other stuff going on, so I'll have time. That's what I did last year. I did an entire playthrough of Assassin's Creed 4 on my winter break, even though the game came out in November. So that's probably what I'm going to have to do for a lot of the games coming out, like Assassin's Creed Unity, Far Cry 4. I'm going to try to make an exception with the Master Chief Collection just because I'm a huge Halo fan and I'm really looking forward to playing Halo 2 in HD. One of the people I live with has an Xbox One, so I'm going to try to coordinate seeing how I can hook it up and get it to, capture some footage on here. And then there's a possibility that I might be getting an Xbox One with one of my brothers. We might split the cost on it so we can play that Master Chief Collection. But none of this is set in stone. These are just ideas that I've had. Maybe if you guys want to comment below, I'm not sure, what opinion you'd have on this. But if you want to see me get an Xbox One to play some games like, Dead Rising 3, Master Chief Collection. I know Quantum Break looks like a pretty cool game. There's some cool Xbox One games. As much as people have panned the system, I think it's going in the right direction with the new team that's behind it now. So, what do you guys want to see? Would you guys want to see me get an Xbox One? I'm definitely going to be using my friend's Xbox One, but do you want me to buy it later this season is what I'm saying. Definitely a better deal on it this year. For $500 you can get an Xbox One with a 1 terabyte hard drive and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which is the exact same price as a day one Xbox that came with just the Xbox One and the Kinect. So for $500, if you wait 1 year, look at what you get. That's why you never buy these consoles the same year that they're released. I know I kind of broke that rule with the PlayStation 4, but there was enough reason for me to get that. There was a couple of games I wanted, and I was basically... The system still runs fine. The PlayStation 4 is still running fine, despite the fact that some people have had problems with it. But, yeah, just let me know. So, that's what it's going to be in terms of gameplay. There is one other series where I'm going to have one of my roommates do, like, a ongoing series where he plays games and we all, like, screw around. It's going to be, like, Matt Plays. He's currently editing the first video now, and it should be done within a couple of days. So... Before the video gets too long, let me just recap briefly what's going to be going on. First, on Sundays, expect Walking Dead reviews once the new Walking Dead episodes come out. The next gameplay I'm going to do is either going to be maybe some more multiplayer of maybe like some strike missions of Destiny. And what else? I don't know if I'll do any more Destiny. I mean... I already have the review up. I have some different footage. Like, I've been actually doing really good at the multiplayer. So, there are some matches I have saved up. So, if you want to see those, also comment and let me know. So, yeah. So, there's the PvP multiplayer for Destiny. The new Watch Dogs DLC, whatever it's called. And then also, there's other odds and ends. Like, the Borderlands, the pre-sequel, is another game I'm looking at. Possibly it's on the 360 of all consoles, but I don't know. So there's a possibility that these are the games in my mind that I'm thinking of buying for the remainder of the year. All right, Borderlands the pre-sequel, Assassin's Creed Unity, Far Cry 4, the Master Chief Collection, and I don't know. I was gonna get Evolve, but they delayed it, so that's great. And Arkham Knight, which they delayed too. I don't know if that's. I think that might be it. If there is a game that I'm missing, of course, write it below in the comments, but I think those are the main games that I'm going to be focusing on for the remainder of the year. I know that GTA 5 comes out on the next-gen consoles, but I would be a fucking idiot to waste my money on that. I already have it for the 360, and it's no different. All they're adding is a few extra missions and weapons. Again, not worth my time to get that. But yeah, that's the general gist of what's going on with my channel over the past weeks and what you can expect in terms of new gameplay in the future. So, I am going to sign off. I actually have to edit this video a little bit because I was interrupted briefly by a phone call, so I will put this in the editor, edit out the parts, and then we will be good to go. So, stay tuned whenever the footage comes. The Walking Dead episodes are a definite for Sundays, of course, but in terms of anything else I put on the channel, it is always random because I'm in college, and college stuff comes first, then the channel. It's still a great hobby of mine to do all of this, and I really enjoy doing it. But, you know, you gotta manage your priorities. So, with that said, I'm gonna sign off. Thank you guys. Yeah, let me know if I missed anything, and I will see you all later.